Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I happen to find myself with a little time on my hands early enough in the morning to be the only person in my local Ulta. I live like 5-6 minutes away from my Ulta store and they open at 10, and I was like, I bet if I get there at 10 I'll be the only one other than the employees, and it was right. So I decided to do just a little shopping and I picked a couple of things up. The reason I went in was because this was 50% off. This is the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. I have used this every day since it came out. Oh, has it been almost 3 years now? I love this stuff. And every time I find it on sale at Ulta, 40% off, 50% off, and it was part of they were having a skin event, and this and the Super Reboot mask that's kind of that teal green was on sale for 50% off. So I have a brand new one of those I haven't opened yet, but I had to get another one of these. And while I was there, Michael, what's new? What have I been curious about and I haven't had a chance to see in person? One thing was this. This is the new highlight from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the shade Iced Out. I heard it's a universal, like will work for any skin tone. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness, it looks, I love the imprint on the pan, but I thought we would try it today. This really caught my eye. I'm gonna have to be careful how I put this on, but I'm gonna use my favorite brush. This is the Wayne Goss Airbrush. This is like the brush that I love most for highlight. So let's just carefully hit the tops of the cheekbones. I feel like I have been pulling back just a hair on not over highlighting recently. I think a lot of it is because 2020 was hard on me. More of my grays came in. It was a stressful year. I think we all understand that feeling. But I feel like I have a little bit more crow's feet going on here. The texture in my pores is a little bit more. So I feel like a more subtle highlight, a more natural looking highlight is better for some of the, well, just to make my skin look good and not old and dry and wrinkled or textured. I feel like this has a very definite gold, almost kind of green, almost like in another dimension, maybe a slightly chartreuse lean to it. Do you see that? It kind of looks that way to me. I'm gonna get a bigger swatch here and see if we can see it a little bit better. I think it's interesting. So my first reaction is like, oh, I really wanted this to be like the Amrezy, not the twin sister, but like kind of the, you know, close cousin. But I feel like the formula is different. I feel like the way that it looks on the skin, this definitely has more like glitter and sparkle, like really fine particles of it, whereas the Amrezy has more of a glow. And I know this one's warmer, more peachy, and this one has that kind of yellowy gold, almost at times what looks like a slight flash of like a green to it. I just don't know. And I'm looking at it here on the back of my hand going, I just prefer the Amrezy. Now, it's not for tone, it's for the way that it feels. I also feel like the Amrezy never makes my skin look drier, older, more textured. I feel like it looks really nice on my skin, and I feel like I'm not getting that here, because as I look at this up close, I definitely see more of my pores in through here, and as it hits some of the crow's feet in through here, I feel like it just is like a spotlight. And I know this is highlight, but I feel like it's like one of those big giant theater spotlights. Boom! You're old. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed, but I'm gonna have to keep trying it. But I'm not instantly like, you need this. All right. The other thing that I picked up was this. This is the new Air Matte Lip Color from Nars. I have the shade Total Domination. I really wasn't thinking about the shade as I was putting on my eyeshadow today because I've got kind of like a darker smoky situation going on. And I have like an orangey red, but we're gonna put it on anyway. I've been curious about this formula. Oh. So this has a slightly slanted doe foot on it. I feel like, I don't know, let's see what it feels like going on. It has a really soft, fluffy feel to it. Can you see like there's a little hole in the center of this doe foot? and it also has more of like a triangle to the tip here. I feel like it pulls up a decent amount of product, but I was still turning it to the side and to the back to be able to cover my entire mouth. The tube itself is rigid. I like that. I do like that, you know, the color that you see for the packaging is the color of the product itself. It has a moussey, hydrated feel, but I don't know what it's gonna wear like. I do feel like because this is kind of like a soft, kind of blurry product. As someone solidly in their mid-40s, I definitely am noticing how the lines here, I don't have as defined a lip line as I used to. I feel like this might look more attractive on me if I were to use it in conjunction with a lip liner. And I do feel, and you can see in some places where we have thinner and thicker applications, that was just like one swipe. So I wonder if the darker colors might be just slightly more effort. But I like the way that it feels. I've had it on for 5 or 6 minutes. It still feels comfortable. It still feels hydrated. It doesn't feel like really dry. I want to blot this down. I want to see what it looks like if we just kind of diffuse it out with the finger. I think it might actually look better with this not being so high impact. And somehow I don't have any tissue handy. I'll just use tissue paper. Oh, I think that looks better already. At this point, it's more like a wash of color. This definitely has more of a powdery look and a powdery feel if you blot it down. I think it would probably get the same effect if you weren't to like apply a really heavy layer. And I was just using the excess on the back of my hand, and what's nice about this is you can see how it kind of just diffuses out the more and more I think this would be really pretty, like if you wanted to do kind of like that melted popsicle look. I really like this. Boy, this is interesting, the formula. It's soft and powdery, and it's not sticky at all here, but I have just enough on my lips that it still has a soft, cushiony feel. I definitely feel like this is gonna dry down a little bit more, but it's still comfortable. I'm gonna keep playing with both of these items, but I wasn't sure I was going to be impressed with this, and I feel like I like this better, and I was sure this was going to be a mega hit, and jury's still out. I would love to know if you ever make it into a store or if you're on a website, what are the products that are new that kind of have grabbed your attention? You're like, ooh, that would be what I would put in my cart. If you were to grab 2 or 3 items, what would be the things that you instantly put in your cart? I would love to know that in the comments down below. Or if you've tried something new that you were either yes or you're like, not so much, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon.